Psalm 122:4-5 Standing in the awesome presence of God. Verses 4-5 of Psalm 122, to which the tribes go up, even the tribes of the Lord, an ordinance for Israel to give thanks to the name of the Lord. 5 For their thrones were set for judgment, the thrones of the house of David. We read in Isaiah 19:23-24, on that day there will be a highway from Egypt to Assyria. Assyria will go to Egypt, Egypt to Assyria, and Egypt will worship with Assyria. 24 On that day Israel will form a triple alliance with Egypt and Assyria, a blessing within the land. And this prophetic utterance is confirmed in Micah 4:1-4, in the last days the mountain of the Lord's house will be established at the top of the mountains and will be raised above the hills. Peoples will stream to it, too, and many nations will come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. He will teach us about his ways so we may walk in his paths. For instruction will go out of Zion and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. 3 He will settle disputes among many peoples and provide arbitration for strong nations that are far away. They will beat their swords into plows, and their spears into pruning knives. Nation will not take up the sword against nation, and they will never again train for war. 4 But each man will sit under his grapevine and under his fig tree with no one to frighten him. For the mouth of the Lord of hosts has promised this. HCSB. To the Spirit-filled man of God, the throne is never more affable than in its judicial capacity for justice. Righteous men love just judgment and are eager for the right to be rewarded, just as injustice and wrongdoing are to be punished. Furthermore, we have been blessed with prophetic foreknowledge of our Christ coming to Jerusalem to reign on earth in justice and righteousness, governing the entire world. His governance will avenge the mistreated and offer comfort to the weeping eyes. With the millennium under their belt, people whose names do not remain in the Lamb's book of life, their eternal souls are without excuse and will be condemned to the lake of fire. In Revelation 21:27, an angel speaking to the Apostle John about the new heaven said, Nothing profane will ever enter it, no one who does what is vile or false, but only those written in the Lamb's book of life. Does your name remain written in the Lamb's book of life?